Okay, they have a coffee break or they are having a meeting. Yes. Okay, very good. Well, let's analyze some ideas regarding to this theme. Yes. So when we use, yes, these constructions like although. Yes. So although, Frank,
Can add can come at the beginning of the sentence.
okay, although is a contrast conjunction that is used at the beginning of the sentence all the time. Okay, so then we have the first idea, Rodrigo. Although
On time, this traffic was terrible. I arrived on time.
I arrived on time, okay. So we have although. Yes, Rodrigo, this although. And it was at the beginning, yes. So the traffic was terrible, yes. And it didn't matter the traffic was terrible. I arrived on time. I arrived punctual to my job or to the office. Yes. So one of the members of this team says, well, although the traffic was terrible, I arrived on time to our meeting. Yes. So, yes, this girl was coming from another country. Yes. She arrived punctual to the meeting. Yes, so the flight was delayed when she left the country. Yes, she was in Australia, and the flight was delayed. So when the flight was delayed, she could arrive on time to the meeting. Yes. Now we are expressing these ideas. Now we have another idea. Yes. So can you help me reading the other idea, Rodrigo?
This although their
Prices
prices are very
competitive.
we have
Decided
not to business with them.
with them. Okay. So we have a company. The company had good prices. They are very competitive. Yes. But it didn't matter. The prices were good, were competitive. Well, we decided not to do business with them. Yes, we chose another company. So we have other things in mind. Yes, so it was not a fact or it was not something decisive that determined us to do business with this company. No, we decided to do business with other company. Yes, nevertheless, the prices were excellent, were good, were very competitive on the market. Okay, now let's analyze the other example. Yes, so we can use law. Yes. Mhm. Who we can use law, Frank?
We can use though and even though, like although. Though is used in formal speech and writing. Even though makes a strong contrast.
Contrast. Okay, so we have two possibilities. To work with although is something more formal. Yes, and it's used at the beginning of my ideas. Though is more informal. I can use it in spoken English. Yes, but we can the information just to make more emphasis. I use even though. This makes a stronger contrast. Yes. So, for example, yes, I say, okay, fine. Are you married?
Sorry?
Are you married?
I don't understand.
Are you married? Do you have compromise?
Yes. I have.
Yes.
I
Yes. Do you like to be married?
mm, more or less.
Say the truth. Okay, more or less. Yes. Well, let's say, imagine that Frank has an adventure. Yes. So we can say, okay, although, yes, we say we use although Frank is married, he got an affair. Yes. So we can say this is although. I am using the conjunction at the beginning. although Frank was married, he had an affair. Another possibility. Frank had an affair even though he is married. Yes, Frank has an affair even though he has an affair. Notice that even though makes a strong emphasis on Frank's marriage. Okay, so I am making a point here, something that is emphasizing the contrast. Yes, even though he is married. Yes, he has an affair, even though he is married. So I am emphasizing Frank's being married. Let's analyze the other example. Yes, so let's analyze this idea. Yes, look, here we have a couple. The scenario might be familiar to you, Frank. Yes, in your office, sometimes you have arguments or you have discussions about a decision. Yes, so like the woman says, yes, I am listening to you. Although, yes, I disagree. Yes, or although I disagree with you, I am listening to you. Yes, or I am listening to you even though I disagree with you. I am listening to you. Yes, even though I don't have the same opinion. Okay, so if we analyze this, we have this example, Rodrigo.
They say, I don't agree with her. Although I can see what she's saying.
Okay, I don't agree with her. That means the man says, yes, I disagree with her. Yes, I don't agree with her. Though I can see what she's saying. See? How do you understand though in Spanish?
Like, a pesar.
A pesar de, ¿sí? No estoy de acuerdo con ella. A pesar de eso, puedo ver lo que está diciendo. ¿Sí? A pesar de, aunque, ¿sí? Okay, excellent. Frank, the next information, please.
The European Union is stable and successful, even though some of its members were at war with each other in the last century.
Okay, so we're talking about the European Union, and then Germany, Great Britain, Ukraine, yes, different countries in the that belong to this group of countries, the European Union. Yes, it's a stable organization. Yes, or it's a stable union of countries. Even though, yes, some of its members, yes, were at the war. Yes, they were to fight in the war. Yes, with each other in the last century. Some people from Germany conflicts, yes, in the war with British people. Yes, and they belong to the same group of countries, the European Union. Yes, well, even though this fact, yes, well, the union is stable. Yes, there can be conflicts, but these conflicts, well, made certain strained relations, yes, among the countries. Okay, now let's analyze this out. Do you want to take a screenshot, Frank? Because you are at home. Ready? Okay, now let's analyze despite or in spite of. Yes, this other contrast conjunction will help us to identify clearly some of the ideas that we are stating. Yes, So despite and in spite of are followed by nouns or noun phrases. Remember that a noun phrase doesn't contain a subject nor a full verb. That is the main characteristic of a noun phrase. Yes? So a phrase. So we have nouns. So for example, look, here we have this scenario. What's the problem with this person, Rodrigo? What is it? He's having a cold. Yes, he's catching cold. See? Okay. Now, he's cleaning his nose constantly because he has a running nose. Okay, he has a running nose and he's having a constant cleaning on his nose because he's catching a cold. Well, the fact that he has a cold was not an obstacle for him to go to work. So we can say, okay, yes, despite my cold, I went to work. Yes. So we say, despite my cold, sí, a pesar de mi resfriado, fui a trabajar. Yes. So despite. Yes. Or I can use in spite of. Yes. Now, notice the position. Despite my cold, comma, I went to work. Okay, so I am using a comma to separate my ideas, my two ideas, because I am contrasting these ideas. Now, the next idea, yes, there is no subject. There is plus verb, no subject plus verb, yes. So we have, despite I had a cold, yes, despite I had a cold, we have no subject, but I have verb, had a cold. Yes, so despite I had a cold, yes, I went to work. So the ing form also can be working as a noun. Yes, that means that from verbs we can make nouns, we can form nouns. That is another, for example, yes, running is a exercise for my body. Yes, running. So I am transforming the verb run into a noun. Yes, because I am using the ing form. That is the termination, the ing. So whenever I form nouns from verbs, I use ing forms. Running is a good exercise for my body. Eating salad is healthy for my body. Yes. Training, yes. Well, games that they train or that they have my mind active, yes, prevents the Alzheimer. Yes, so training my brain with games can help me, yes, to prevent from Alzheimer. So here we have the idea, the same idea, but using a girl. Yes, the girl is catching cold, she's drinking tea, she's drinking some orange juice. Yes, probably she's taking some medicine. Okay, so we say, okay, despite having a cold, she went to work. So despite having, so that means this having is functioning as a noun. Yes, so and I am using despite, yes, at the beginning. So having is my noun. Yes, having a cold is my noun phrase. So we say she went to work. Okay, so Frank, the next idea.
In spite of my illness, I went to work. Illness, I went to work.
Okay, illness or sickness. Yes, in this case, illness. Notice that in spite of and despite are used at the beginning. Yes, and I am separating my two ideas with a comma because I am contrasting the two ideas. Yes, my illness, I went to work. the illness was not a problem for me. Yes, so I decided to go to work. Mhm. So, Rodrigo,
And spite of feeling ill, I went to work.
okay, in spite of feeling ill, I went to work. Yes, notice that I am using in spite of at the beginning. Feeling is the noun. See, in spite of feeling ill, yes, I went to work. Now, let's analyze this. Okay, well, take a screenshot, Frank, so that we continue working with this.
Okay, ready?
Okay, good. Ready, Rodrigo? Okay, good. Now let's analyze the use of jet. Yes? So we use jet, like, but these are synonyms. Yes? I would like to help you, but, yes, it's the same synonym, like jet and but. Yes? And this is used to present a contrast. However, there is a subtle implication when we use jet. That means that the information is surprising or is slighting, right, of what we already know. Let's look at the example. Yes, here we have these trends. Yes, imagine that we are making an statistical analysis. Yes, here we have millions of dollars. Yes, that you obtain from clothing exports during these years. Yes, so as you notice, we have different ups and downs. Yes, so the trends are variable. Yes, for example, this one, yes, it's stable like at a upper level, and then it went back, it went down, it went up a little bit, and then it went down again, and it continues going down. So we have these trends, yes, they are variable, they are, yes, moving up and down, up and down. So we say that these lines represent this, okay? We have the exports to Colombia in blue, the exports to Japan in orange, and in gray, Myanmar. Yes, these three different cities, these three different countries, yes, gave us an overview of these clothing exports. The company exports clothes, and these are the results during the year 1999 and 2003. So let's analyze this information. Yes. So in the first example, we have that the figures, yes, the ones that we have here in the graph, the figures were depressing, jet uplifting at the same time. Yes, notice that I am using jet. Jet is like surprising, yes. So the figures, the results were like going down, yes. But at the same time, yes, this motivates us as a team to make more calls and to offer our tools to have more sales. Yes, this was something like encourages us to continue selling. Okay, so this chart is contrasting this. Yes, the pressing will uplifting at the same time. Yes, it's like cheering up. Okay, is it clear, Frank?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like,
Is it clear the use of jet?
it's like,
Remember that.
it's like, aunque,
Aunque
pero también.
dice, ajá, los resultados fueron de, pues, deprimentes, ¿sí? Aunque, ¿sí?
Iniciaron la subida juntos, ¿no?
Sí, al mismo tiempo. Sí, estamos contrastando que fueron deprimentes, pero también a la vez fueron motivacionales, motivantes, ¿sí? Al mismo tiempo. ¿Por qué? Porque como equipo, ¿sí? nos hizo ponernos las pilas y trabajar más. Okay. Another example, Rodrigo. Mhm. Take a look at this scenario, Rodrigo. What happened? What's the weather? The weather is
Raining.
raining. Okay, very good. Now, where is the girl? Rodrigo, where is the girl? Where is this girl? Where is the girl? ¿En dónde está la chica?
She's in my heart.
It's in your heart. She catches your attention, no? Frank? Mhm.
She's in the city,
It's in the city, it's in the street.
maybe
Okay.
Tokyo.
Uh-huh. She's working under the rain because the weather is rainy. She's wearing an umbrella. Yes, she's holding an umbrella in her hands. Now, the situation is this. The company organized a meeting. Yes, the meeting, well, the meeting is going to be in the building that is in front of the girl. So, doesn't matter the weather. Yes, the meeting was not canceled. Yes, let's contrast this idea. The weather, the meeting not canceled. Okay, so here we have this. Rodrigo,
Each parent brain holiday, yet the event translated in
the meeting. Okay, very good. Yes, so it's day. Each part is that it's raining all the day. Yes, so the members of the company, yes, they haven't canceled the meeting, so the meeting continue. Doesn't matter if the weather was raining, yes, or that it was raining all day. So here we are contrasting the two ideas: a rainy day or the rain during the day, and they haven't canceled the meeting up to this moment. The meeting continues. Yes, so the girl was getting from the airport to attend the meeting. Yes, so even though it was raining, yes, the meeting was not canceled. Okay, and we are using yet. Yes, expressing like kind of surprise. Another example. Yes. Have you ever listening Heights, Frank?
No.
No. Rodrigo, Wuthering Heights. No. ¿Nunca leyeron Cumbres de las Cosas? No, never in your life. Well, in my experience as a teacher, I have read many books. Yes. So, but from all those thousands of books that I have read in my life, yes. So, Wuthering Heights is my favorite. Now, let's contrast these ideas. Yes. So, completely the idea, Rodrigo. Wait a second, it was too high, too much. Okay, Rodrigo, I've
read thousands of books since high school. Yeah, we're saying Wuthering Heights is still my favorite.
my favorite. Okay, now notice that I am contrasting. Yes, my favorite book that is Wuthering Heights with thousands of books that I have read since I was in high school. Okay, I am contrasting this. Two books versus only one. Yes, and I am using jet.
I have a question.
Okay, Frank, take another screenshot. Take a screenshot, Frank. Let's continue. So the next one, whereas. Whereas is another conjunction that helps us to express contrast. Yes. For example, what what places are or where are these places located?
The Asia.
In Asia, okay, very good, in Asia. So let's focus ourselves, yes, in this part of Asia, yes, this part. What countries, yes, can you see here at the bottom?
Myanmar. Okay.
What is this?
Thailand, Indonesia,
Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia,
Malaysia,
yes, here,
Vietnam, Philippines,
okay, Vietnam is here, what is?
Malaysia, Singapore,
Singapore, yes. Okay, let's focus our ideas on this country, Singapore, yes? Okay, in many parts of the world, there are a lot of natural resources, yes? In Singapore, they don't have too much natural resources, too many, yes? So let's analyze when we can use areas. So Frank, who can we use areas?
we can use whereas in formal speech and writing to compare two facts and emphasize the difference between them. The clause with whereas come at the beginning of end or end.
Okay, so this means that we can use whereas at the beginning of my sentence or at the end of my sentence. Yes, at the end of the clause. Okay, now let's analyze this information. Here we have an example. Yes, so we have a visual example. Yes, these are natural resources, rivers, yes, water and resources. Yes, so these resources are natural. Yes, they are given from the nature. Yes, so we can say that Indonesia, yes, the place on this part that is Indonesia, yes, in this set of islands, yes, there are a lot of natural resources, whereas Singapore has none. Notice the contrast. Yes, and I am using whereas at the end. Yes, Indonesia has a lot of natural resources. So all these islands, yes, that are part from Indonesia, have a lot of natural resources. Woods, water, minerals, yes, some stones, precious stones, yes. So those are natural resources, yes. Whereas Singapore has none, yes. So here we are contrasting the existence of non-natural resources in Singapore versus all the natural resources that exist in Indonesia. Okay, now let's take a look at the other, Rodrigo. Whereas
Indonesia has a lot of natural resources. Singapore has none.
Okay, it's exactly the same idea, but I am changing only the position of whereas at the beginning of the sentence. In the first example, I use whereas at the end. Yes, but if I use whereas at the beginning, I put it here. So whereas Indonesia has a lot of natural resources, Singapore has none. Yes, Indonesia has a lot of natural resources, whereas Singapore has none. It's exactly the same idea, but only the position of the conjunction can be used at the end or in the beginning, at the beginning of my class. Yes, did you notice? Okay, how would you translate whereas, Frank, Rodrigo? ¿Cómo traducirían whereas? ¿Cómo lo traducirías, Rodrigo? ¿Cómo? Acuérdate que estamos hablando de una conjunction.
Mientras que.
Mientras que. Okay, Frank? Mientras que. ¿Sí? So we have, ajá, Indonesia tiene muchos recursos naturales, mientras que Singapur no tiene. ¿Sí? ¿Sí? Mientras que Indonesia tiene muchos recursos naturales, Singapur, no. ¿Sí? O no tiene ninguno. ¿Ok? That is whereas, mientras que. ¿Ok? Very good, Rodrigo. So take another screenshot, Frank. Take the screenshot and tell me when to continue. What do you work, Rodrigo? ¿En dónde trabajas?
En el centro de acá de Santa Bárbara.
¿Ah, sí? ¿Qué te quedas en bolsa?
Ajá. Sí, está listo.
Pues bien,
Ready.
Hermana.
desde Bimbo, ¿de dónde está el de Bimbo para dar?
Ah, sí, es alrededito.
Okay. Ready. Okay, fine. So let's continue. So the next one, yes, we use while. While is another contrasting conjunction. Yes. So normally use this conjunction to connect two ideas. One that a long idea that is interrupted by a second short idea. Yes, so a short idea interrupts the second idea. So this is a contrasting conjunction when we interrupt some ideas. Let's analyze these ideas. When we use why, okay, Rodrigo, when we use why?
We can use white like although or whereas.
Or whereas. Okay? Let's take a look at this. Yes, if we use why, meaning that we can substitute it with although or whereas. Okay, that is another possibility. Let's say that they work like synonyms. So in here we have these ideas. Yes, so we have this house. Imagine that I have a friend. Yes, my friend wants to move from the city to a house in the country. Yes, so near the forest with a lot of trees. Yes, but the house is not finished yet. Yes, so it doesn't matter for him. He decided to move to the new house. Okay, so let's analyze the situation. Yes, Frank?
While there are still some issues to resolve, I think we should go ahead.
Okay, so that means, mientras que hay aún muchas cosas por resolver, ¿sí? Pienso que deberíamos continuar. Yes, so my friend wants to move to his house. He doesn't have he doesn't have light, he doesn't have water. There are a lot of parts that are not installed in the house. The air conditioning is not installed. So, well, there are a lot of issues. Yes, some issues to resolve. Yes, so doesn't matter. I think we should go ahead. We should continue moving from the city to the country. Yes, this is not an obstacle. Let's take a look at another example. Yes, so is in this case, why is working like although, sí, aunque, mientras que. Yes, but in this case, is working like although, aunque. Okay, now, rose
By 3% last year, while house prices went up different
6%.
6%.
Okay, notice that I can use while, yes, at the beginning or in the middle. Yes, inflation rose by 3% last year, while house prices went up 6%. We have a big contrast, yes? So while is working as what? Although or whereas? What is it working as? Although or whereas?
although,
Although, you say Frank, although, you say,
whereas,
whereas, okay, yes. So in this case, Y is working as whereas. Mhm. So notice that the cost of inflation is 3%. Yes, so the cost of the house, yes, went up 6%. So double or twice more the inflation. Okay, here we have another idea. Yes, here we have two companies. Yes, the first company is Sun Microsystems.
systems,
The second company is
IBM,
IBM.
IBM.
Exactly, IBM. Okay, now what do these companies have in common?
They work with computers.
Okay, they produce, they manufacture computers. Yes. Now, do you think these people have their own development department for training the personnel, or they have external people? Do these companies have their own resources to train their own personnel, or they have other external resources to have the training for the people who work for these companies?
Both,
What do you think?
both.
Yes? Okay, so they have external, they have their own help. Okay,
Yes.
let's focus our attention on this part. Yes, that they have their own personnel to train the company. Yes, so here we have the idea, and I want you to help me reading this idea, Frank.
While some freelance workers will jump from job to job, companies like IBM and Sun Microsystems Inc. want to have
Have
a core careerist
mhm,
to to prove
to provide
continue to provide continuity.
continuity. Okay, very good. So notice that I am using while at the beginning. How is it working? As like or like areas. Yes. So while some freelancers workers, that means people who work for from Microsoft, Microsystems, some Microsystems, or IBM. Yes. Sometimes people from this company move to this company, and people from this company move to this company. For example, from IBM and Microsystems, they work from HP. Yes, or for Lenovo. Okay, so many people, many freelance workers, yes, choose to jump from one job to another. Yes, but there is an option from these companies, yes, such as IBM or Microsystems. They have their own code, they have their own paper, harvest, yes, group of people to provide continuity to their workers. It means they prevent people who work from IBM to stop working here and work from Sun Microsystems. Okay? So how is one working as like whereas or like although? Rodrigo, you say although. Okay, Frank, what do you say?
The same, like
The same. Okay. Yes, it works, so it's working as although. Okay, but before we continue, take a screenshot, Frank, with these examples. Is it difficult? So? Okay.
ready.
Ready? Okay, let's continue. The next, yes, we're going to talk about reasons. Reasons is, for example, Why are you studying English, Frank? Rodrigo, why are you attending English classes on, on Saturdays? What is the reason?
I am working all the
Because whether you have something in common, you are working. Yes, that is the reason you are studying on Saturdays. Okay, okay, good. So we use reason such as because, as, or since. Yes, as or since. Yes, let's say that as is more informal, since is more formal. Yes, similar to because. Now let's analyze some of these ideas. So we use because when we want to explain something or the reason for doing something. Okay, that is how we use because. Yes, when we want to express the reason. Yes. Now, here we have the situation. Look at their faces. What's happened to this team, these managers? They are angry. Okay. So they are angry. If they are angry, yes. Why do you think they are angry, Frank?
they are hungry because well, no, they go to fight someone.
Okay. Yes. So Rodrigo says that they receive a bad word, bad job. Yes, they have a bad job. They don't have the right job for them. Okay. Well, the real situation is, for example, you buy a product and you don't receive the you expect. How do you feel?
I feel bad.
You feel bad, you feel angry. Yes. So the situation is this: they asked for a product, yes, but they didn't receive it. They were expecting, yes, they were expecting a good quality product with good characteristics, yes, with good performance, yes. And apart from that, yes, apart from that, the product arrived late. They moved the product for the last Friday, yes, and the product arrived today. So they are they are bad, yes, because they needed the product punctual. Okay, now this is the situation. Yes, right?
Going to change
We are going to change
or is it so clear
our supplier.
because we getting so many incorrect orders.
Okay, that is one of the reasons. Yes, we are going to change our supplier because we get so many incorrect. Yes, orders. Yes, they ask for a product and they send another product. Yes, they don't send the product with the characteristics they need. So that's why they have in an angry face. Yes, they are angry, they are furious. Okay. Now, do you think these people are going to cancel the contract with the company or they will continue working with them? What's happened? They have received so many orders incorrect. Do you think with this situation they continue working with the same company or not?
Yes, maybe change the supplier.
Maybe they are going to change the supplier. Okay, good. So we use as or since, yes, in a similar way as because. Yes, so they are at the beginning of the sentence. Remember, as is more informal, since is more formal. So because, yes, is formal. Yes. So in this case, yes, we can say since is a little, since is a little more formal. Yes, more than us. Yes. So here we have the idea. Yes, these people, yes, decided not to continue working with the suppliers. So they asked this person, yes, to be the responsible to cancel the contract. So this person called the company And this person says the following information, Frank,
Since we have had so many incorrect orders and late deliveries, we are writing to inform you that we will no longer be using your service.
okay, the person who gives the notice is this person, not the ones here. No, they say, I have a representative, so you are my representative, so cancel the contract. Yes, so since we have had so many incorrect orders and late deliveries, we are writing to inform we will no longer be using your services. Yes, this is what the person on the telephone is informing the company. Yes, so we say because we have had so many incorrect answer orders, so it's exactly the same as or as we have had so many incorrect orders. Yes, and later we are planning to inform you that we no longer be using our services. Remember that you can use since or as. Yes, it's in the same way. Now, let's analyze this. Take the screenshot so that you can, so that we continue working with this. What do you need to look for? What do you need to look for? ¿Qué necesitamos ver?
Okay, ready?
Deliveries. Okay. Good, parent. Excellent. So now let's continue analyzing, yes, conjunctions. Yes. So the next set of conjunctions is conjunctions that help us to express the result. So is the first conjunction. Yes. So we use so to express a result. Okay. Note the relation between because and so is very close. They have a very close relation. Yes. So, for example, here we have these boxes. What is the characteristic or what characteristics can you see in the boxes?
That
Are they
is
in good conditions?
bad conditions.
They are in bad conditions. They are not in good conditions. Yes. So imagine that you order a product and they send you the product in these boxes. Do you think you are going to receive a product in good conditions?
No.
No, you are not going to receive a product in good conditions. Yes, because it shows that the product might be damaged. Yes. So when we analyze the situation, yes. So the first thing that you receive in bad conditions, you say, hey, I am calling to complain because the goods are damaged. Yes, so I am calling to complain because the goods are damaged. This is the first thing that you do when you receive a product under these conditions. Now, the same idea, but using so. Yes, so in this case, I am expressing the reason. Yes, now, so expresses result. Let's analyze the information. Yes, Rodrigo?
Is it the clothes,
The goods
the goods are they
damaged.
damaged? So, calling to complain.
Okay, the goods are damaged. So I'm calling to complain. Yes, means as a result, yes, as a result, I'm calling to complain. ¿Sí? Los productos están dañados. ¿Sí? Como resultado, estoy hablando para reclamar, to complain. Okay? So we use so to express a result. Yes? So in this case, we have the first example is I am establishing the reason. In the second example, I am establishing the result. Yes? So we have two different concepts. Yes? Reason and result in the next one. Okay? So two different concepts. Okay, now let's analyze some other examples, but now using the concept for purpose, to for. Yes, so this conjunction to for is expressing the purpose. Example, yes, we use to infinitive to express purpose, to say things. Okay, now let's pay attention to the example. So we have Mr. She. Can you recognize Mr. She? What is he? What is Mr. She? What profession does he have? Frank? Rodrigo? No? Okay. Mr. Xi is the president of China. Yes. He wants to motivate the business companies to invest in better jobs. Okay, so Mr. Xi is the president of China. Yes, so well, he has a meeting with the girl. This Ms. Li is the one who will represent the insurance company. The objective that Mr. Xi have a meeting with Ms. Li, yes, in the airport, is to meet to meet. Yes, her new partner associate in the business. Okay, Miss Lee is arriving in the airport. She's at the airport in China. Yes, so Mr. Xi is the president, and the purpose, yes, to meet Miss Lee is to do business. That is the objective. That is the purpose. Mhm. So we use the example, Frank. Frank. I think he got disconnected. Okay, he got disconnected. Okay, so Rodrigo.
He went to the airport to meet Mr. Lee.
Miss Lee.
Miss
Lee.
Lee.
Exactly, sí. Ellos fueron al aeropuerto para, sí, conocer a la señorita Lee. Sí, okay. We are stating the purpose. To meet, that is the purpose. Para conocer, to meet. ¿Vale? Okay. Now, the next idea, yes, here we have, this is for to meet. Is incorrect. Many of my students say, he went to the airport for to meet Miss Lee. No. For to is incorrect. Yes, it's just to meet. Yes, that for is never used. See, for is a preposition, to is another preposition. Two prepositions together, we cannot have them. Yes, in this case, the to is working not as a preposition, it's a conjunction. Yes, but so we cannot have this combination for to, we say only to meet, but not for. Okay, so another example. Yes, so Rodrigo,
I'm going to
talk
about the sailing
mistakes
conference next week.
next week. Okay, what is the purpose that I am having? To talk, yes, to talk about the sales conference next week. Okay, so then this is the idea. Now let's analyze the information that I told you about Mr. Xi. Yes, so Mr. Xi, let's say
He said the government will work to improve
improve,
China's unemployment
unemployment, insurance,
insurance system to speed of reform of the labor market.
okay, look at this. Now, yes, Mr. Xi, represents the government. Yes, and he's in China. So he says, Mr. Xi, the government is prepared to improve. ¿Sí? Podría trabajar para mejorar, ¿sí? El desempleo en China. Yes, unemployment is desempleo. So, insurance system, yes, es el sistema de seguros. ¿Sí? And we have two ideas. And to speed up reform. ¿Sí? E impulsar, ¿sí? Una reforma en el mercado laboral. Labor market, mercado laboral. ¿Sale? Speed up es impulsar. ¿Sale? Okay, fine.
Sorry, I have a problem with my internet connection.
Yeah, you got disconnected. When I asked, hey, Frank, can you read this? Frank disappeared.
Yes, I see. I see. I'm calling.
Okay. Well, let's continue. Yes. So if we continue analyzing, the next part is going to be in order to, so as to, in place of to. Yes. So these other conjunctions are also to express contrast. Yes. So let me use this. So Frank. Frank, please.
We can use in order to or so as to in place of to. They are more formal.
Okay, so remember that we use in the previous conjunction, we use only to. Yes, so we have some conjunctions in order to, so as to, in place of to. Yes, so this in place of to, this means we can use these two conjunctions, yes, instead of using the to. Yes, now let's analyze this. Yes, let's say that, sorry, I have to drink some water. Yes. Okay, I drink some water. I drank some water in order to soft my throat. Yes. So I drank water so as to refresh my throat. Notice how I am using these two conjunctions. Yes, I drank water in order to refresh my throat. I am drinking water so as to, yes, so as to refresh my throat. Okay, so we can use in order to or so as to in place of to. They are more formal expressions or more formal conjunctions. So here we have this situation. Yes, this is the scenario. There is an audience. Yes, there is an audience listening to the speaker. Yes, this person is talking about business. Probably is the CEO of the company and is giving a talk. Is the chief executive officer of a company, is the boss. Yes, and he's talking to the audience. What is the objective? What is the purpose? Okay, to inform a joint venture, to inform a union that the company has with other company. Yes, but the audience are paying a lot of attention, yes, in order to, yes, get the complete information. The audience are very quiet so as to listen carefully what the CEO is informing. So here we have the idea. Frank,
The CEO called a press conference in order to explain the merger.
okay, what is merger?
Crecimiento,
No,
mercado,
no. Okay, I have Microsoft, yes, and Ubuntu. I'm going to have a merger.
como una asociación, una unión.
A union, a joint venture. Yes, that is a merger. If one company is experiencing economical problems, yes, they look for investors. And there are some other companies that say, okay, yes, I am going to become an associate. We are going to have a merger. We are going to have a joint venture. Yes, Frank?
Yes.
Okay. So something that's went strange. Okay. Now, then we have this. Yes, Rodrigo.
We can't always
Use.
use the negative in order not to, or to as not to, we cannot use not to, or it's
On its own. Okay, we cannot use only not to. No, we use complete so as not to. Not to, only no. Alone, no. We use in order not to or so as not to. Okay. For example, if we analyze the situation, let's say, why the reason why did the students, yes, were not attending face-to-face classes? ¿Por qué los alumnos no estaban asistiendo a clases presenciales? What's the reason, Frank?
The pandemic.
Because of the pandemic breakdown, exactly. Yes. So that is the reason. Yes. Now, if I use in order to, yes, I am going to establish, yes, the close relationship between the pandemic breakdown with the situation to get coronavirus or to be infected by the coronavirus. I say the students are not attending or were not attending classes face to face in order to be infected by coronavirus. Okay, another example. Yes, the students at this point, there are many students that are not present in the classes in face-to-face sessions. Yes, so the students are not attending classes in the present time so as not to be, yes, infected by the coronavirus. Notice that in the two options I am using so as not to, or in order not to. Yes, connecting this pandemic breakdown that we have a year ago. Yes, we are almost 2 years with this situation. Yes. So what is the reason a drug addict that has just left the hospital, yes, to have this necessity or this vice back again? Yes, the drug addict was under treatment in the hospital. I said, okay, we are not going to return to drugs. Yes. So if you offer the drug addict more marijuana cigarettes, yes. So you say, hey, yes, you cannot give him drugs in order not to return to the hospital. Yes. So if you give drugs, he will for sure he will return to the hospital. So don't give drugs in order not to return to the hospital. Yes, don't provoke the person to catch up again, to be caught on their drugs. Mhm. So we say so as not to, yes, in both cases, yes. So now let's analyze this idea. Mhm. So in this case, well, sometimes I say I call a taxi not to miss my flight. This idea, yes, is like incorrect. Yes. So the correct idea is Rodrigo.
I call taxi so as not to miss my flight.
Okay. It's I will call a taxi so as not to miss my flight. Yes. But many of the students say, no, no, I will call a taxi, no, not to miss my flight. So it's repeating not, not to. Remember that these cannot be alone. They cannot be used alone. Yes, they have to be used complete. So as not to or in order not to. Okay, let's analyze the next part, Frank.
Can use for followed by a noun to say why we do something.
Okay, the use of for, yes, for is very important. We can use for followed by a noun to say why we do something. Yes, let's take a look at this example.
He say, we can,
We,
we,
okay,
he can,
so went,
he went to the airport for meeting with Miss Lee.
with Miss Lee. Okay, very good. He went to the airport for a meeting with Miss Lee. So we have for, okay. So and I am using for the noun is a meeting. This is my noun, a meeting. Okay. Now let's analyze the other idea, Frank.
Shall we go out for some lunch?
So here we have an invitation. Hey Frank, I am feeling hungry. Shall we go out for some lunch? Yes, for. I am using for followed by the noun some lunch. Yes. So, but we never say for. Shall we go out for to have lunch? No, that's incorrect. Is it for lunch? Yes. So here we have in the first idea, yes, it means equals to have a meeting. Yes, for a meeting equals to have a meeting. In the second idea is to have lunch equals to have lunch. Yes, for some lunch. Shall we go out for some lunch equals to shall we go out to have lunch?
Okay,
So this is the idea is equal to this previous idea. Yes, the same here. For meeting is okay. This is equal to have a meeting. Okay. Now let's analyze the next idea. But in the next idea, but before we continue, take a screenshot, Frank, with this information so that you study the ideas clearly.
Okay, ready?
Okay, good. So if we continue analyzing, well, this was the whole presentation for conjunctions. Yes? More questions? Questions, traumas?
No.
¿No traumas? Ok, ¿le pones a seguro, Rodri? Por favor, please. Just lock the door. Okay. Well, let me import a new presentation. Yes. So we are going to continue with our next topic. Yes. Our next topic has to do with future. Yes. Well, Frank, do you have plans for the future, Frank?
Sorry?
Do you have plans for the future?
Only the death.
Only to die? Come on, don't be extreme.
Well, maybe a party
Maybe
for
a party.
for my daughter
For
and
Mhm.
and a vacation.
For vacation. What else?
And to pay to build my house, build my
To build
house.
the house. Mhm. Okay, these are your plans. Okay, very good. Rodrigo, do you have plans for the future? What plans do you have for the future, Rodrigo?
To the licenciature, sí, no.
To study your major?
Travel,
To what?
sí,
To travel.
travel.
Okay, so you have plans for travel. Yes. Okay. Today we're going to talk about present continuous for future arrangements. Yes. Versus being going to that expresses future plans and future will that talks about general facts. Yes, an agenda. General things about future. Notice that we are going to analyze two different structures. Yes, present continuous with the meaning of future ideas. Yes, future things that you have already arranged, that you have already decided. Yes, future plans, be going to, I can say, I am going to travel. Yes, this is my future plan. Yes, Frank is going to die. He has the plan to die. He says he went to the extreme. Yes, Rodrigo, yes, he's going to travel on vacation. Yes, this is his future plan. Yes, but we have other meanings. Let's analyze the meaning of the three structures using different ideas. Yes, for example, let's analyze this information with some examples, some written examples. So I'm going to type some information, yes, here on the screen, and I can say, Frank, yes, I said Frank will go to the beach. Let me see. To the beach. Next month. Okay. Pay attention to this idea. Frank will go to the beach next month. Okay. Another idea. Rodrigo, yes, is visiting, is visiting his family in, let's say, CDMX, yes, this afternoon. Mhm. So, notice, the teacher, mhm, is going to teach.
To get married.
No, I am already married. I am already gotten married. Yes. Well, let's say is going to get divorced. Yes. So divorced. Mhm. Okay. Let's say ideas using different structures. Yes. The first idea establishes, yes, future in general terms. Yes, Frank will go to the which next one. Frank is the person. Will go is my verb in future. Yes, or future verb. To the beach is the object. Yes, and next month is the time expression. Yes. In the second example, I have Rodrigo is visiting his family in CMX this afternoon. Rodrigo is a person. Is visiting his family, is visiting is the verb. Yes, using the present continuous. That is present continuous. His family in CDMX this afternoon. This afternoon is the time expression. In CDMX is the place. Okay? So this, the second example expresses something that Rodrigo has already arranged. It's something that he has already decided. Yes, in the first idea, let's say that is Frank has the agenda. Yes, he has the purpose. He has in mind that he tends to go to the beach next month, but there is nothing for sure. Yes, he can change his plans. In the second example, in the third example, the teacher is going to get the verbs. Yes, and we can say next year. Yes, next year. Well, we're missing just 2 months, 3 months at most, and I am going to get married. Divorce. Yes. So here I have a plan. This is my plan. Yes. Or I can say that this is also a prediction. Yes. Your English teacher has a lot of things with his wife. Yes. So I can predict he has a lot of problems for sure. He's going to get divorced. This is a prediction. Yes. It's not only a plan, it's also a prediction. Notice the concepts that I am using with these examples. Yes. So general future or future in general terms. Yes. Meaning an agenda to have something. Yes, in mind. That means that you can organize things. Yes, for working, for pleasure, whatever. Yes, in the second example, is something that Rodrigo has already decided, he has already arranged. He say, my car is outside ready, waiting for me to go to CDMX. It's something that he has already decided. He say, I am for sure, I am going. I am visiting my family. Yes, using the present continuous. That is very important. So, and in the third example, going to meaning, yes, plans for the future or predictions. I have two concepts in this. We are going to analyze some more concepts for future. We are going to analyze more concepts for going to. Yes, but the most common ones that we have in English are predictions and plans. Okay, let's analyze this information. Before we continue, yes, take a screenshot with this example so that you keep them in mind.
Okay, ready?
Ready? Okay, good. Now, the next idea. Yes, so let me just, ready, Rodrigo?
Yes.
See? Okay, let me just clear the canvas, okay? Close up this mess, okay? So well, let's start analyzing the presentation, yes? So we're going to start with the first part of my presentation that has to be, yes, Frank? I am using that.
Future meaning.
Future meanings. Yes. So we are going to start analyzing future meanings. Future meanings have to do with these two ideas. Yes. I have these two ideas. Okay, Frank?
Okay. I am doing and I am going to do.
Okay. Do you remember what is the meaning of I am doing and what is the meaning I am going to do?
Yes.
Say-
I am doing is in present. I am going to, it's in future, in the near future.
Okay. Part of the information is correct. Yes. But not exactly that meaning. Yes, Rodrigo, what is I am doing?
Pues,
I told you. Yes, I am doing is something that I have already arranged. It's something that I have already decided. I am going to do is a plan. I am going to is a plan. Is a prediction. Yes, this is the meaning. Yes, so the meaning doesn't have to do with the grammar. Yes, we are analyzing meanings. Yes, not grammar. Yes, we are checking concepts, not grammar. Okay, let's analyze this information. Here we have this person. Yes, this person is going to show some ideas. Okay, can you read the first part of the ideas, Frank?
I have already decided to do it. I intend to do it.
Okay. One thing is I have already decided. Another thing is to do it. Yes. Another thing is to intend to do, to have the intention to do. Yes. So, but if we analyze this idea, I have decided to do it. ¿Sí? Ya he decidido hacerlo, ya lo he decidido que lo voy a hacer. ¿Sí? Y lo otro es, I have the intention to do it. That is totally different. ¿Sí? One thing is that you have the intention, and the other thing is that you have already decided. Yes? So let's analyze the second example. Yes, Rodrigo?
the city
Decided?
I decided to do it.
You say, I've already, I've decided to do it. Yes, I have decided to do it. Okay, Frank, the last part.
And maybe I've arranged to do it,
Arranged.
maybe not.
So this is a possibility. Yes, maybe I have arranged to do it, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Well, in this case, I have this question. Are you going to eat anything? Frank?
No, I am not hungry.
Okay. Express with this idea.
The future.
Is it something that I have already decided to do it? I intended to do it. I have decided to do it. Maybe I have arranged to do it, maybe not. Right.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yes, so if you answer me, I am not hungry, it's because at this point, yes, you don't have a plan because you are using going to. Yes, are you going to eat anything? ¿Sí? ¿Tienes el plan de comer algo? ¿Sí? Dices, no, pues no estoy dando. Yes, I am not hungry. So you have, if I am asking you, you can have this. Yes, no, I am not going to eat anything. Yes, I am not hungry. So the next idea, Rodrigo,
You say, I'm leaving next week. I will,
I have
I have booked, booked my place.
my flight. Okay, very good. So here we have these two ideas. Yes. So I want you to pay attention to the difference in meaning. This, are you going to eat anything? Do you have a plan to eat anything? ¿Sí? ¿Tienes el plan de comer algo? No. Okay, this is a plan. Now, in the idea, I am leaving next week. ¿Sí? Estoy saliendo la semana que entra. I have booked my flight. ¿Sí? Ya reservé mi vuelo. So this is something that you have already decided. Yes, something that you have already decided. So going to means plans. This is not decided yet. Yes, you have the intention to do it. Maybe yes, maybe not. Yes, but in this example, yes, is for sure. The action will occur. The action is happening because you have the ticket for the plane. Okay? Rodrigo? Yes or no? Yes, okay, fine.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, now let's analyze the information that the girl shows. Yes? So we say
It is already fixed or arranged.
the idea here, yes, is an idea that is already fixed or arranged. ¿Sí? Es algo arreglado o arreglado. ¿Sí? Es algo que
¿Arreglado?
ya se ha arreglado o acordado.
Ah, ok.
¿Sí? Es algo acordado o arreglado ya previamente. Ya tienes las bases. Seguro que va a ocurrir o que lo vas a hacer. ¿Sí? Acá no. Es algo que todavía, ¿sí? Ya lo decidí. Ajá, tengo la intención de hacerlo. ¿Sí? Posiblemente, sí, lo haya arreglado. Posiblemente no. Sí, es un plan. Es la diferencia entre usar going to y usar el presente continuo. Okay?
Ok.
So, let's analyze, okay? Before we continue, take a screenshot. Tómale captura de pantalla. ¿Sí? ¿Nos quedó claro? ¿Sí?
Okay, ready?
Ready? Okay. So let's continue. So the next information or the next part of the information we are going to see is we have already arranged things. Yes, meaning this is something similar to this example. Yes, already arranged things. Then we are going to analyze the small difference between these two structures. Yes, and something that is going to happen in the future. Yes, finally, we're going to analyze sudden decisions, quick decisions, immediate decisions. Okay, so let's analyze the first one. Yes, so when I use the present continuous, I am going to refer to a near future. Yes, notice that I am using the present and then I have black cross here in the timeline. I have past, I have future, I have present, and immediately after the present, I have a near future. Yes, So, well, we use the present continuous to express near future. Sometimes this refers to the speakers to use the present continuous, indicating that something will happen or not in the near future. So it can be possible that this happens, yes or no. Okay? Now, in the example, yes, let's read the first example. Frank,
I am meeting some friends after work.
okay? So in this case, yes, you have arranged things. Yes, that's for sure that you are meeting some friends after work. As soon as you finish your work, you will see some of your friends. Yes, so you say, I am meeting some friends after work. This means the present is you are finishing work. Yes, immediately in the near future, you are meeting or you are seeing your friends after work. Now, the next idea, we have like a question, yes, using these ideas. Rodrigo,
Isn't he coming with both Tony?
tonight, okay. Imagine that I am going to somebody, yes, in my house. And I say, son, you are invited. Rodrigo, you are invited. And Peter, yes, but Peter has to work. Yes, Peter, he cannot go to my party. So then I can say, isn't he coming with us tonight? Sí, estoy preguntando. Sí, my friend, yes, Rodrigo outside, for sure. They are attending the party tonight. Yes, but my other friend, isn't he coming with us tonight? No, because he has to work. Yes. So in this case, I am using this in a question. Isn't he coming with us tonight? Represents that my friend has another compromise. Maybe because of work, maybe because of his girlfriend, I don't know. Yes, but for sure, yes, he's not coming with us to the party tonight. Yes, the party will be only 3 people. Yes, Frank, Rodrigo, and Frank. Okay, the teacher, Frank, and Rodrigo. Okay.
Yes.
Now, we have this information. Yes, these are two workers, they are working in the office. This man is traveling on business, and this woman is organizing some of his activities for this trip. The first thing that we need to analyze, yes, is, for example, when is he leaving? Yes, maybe tomorrow, maybe this afternoon. Yes, maybe the girl is asking, hey, you having a meeting with us before you travel, before traveling? Yes, probably this is kind of the information that we are going to analyze. Yes, let's analyze this information, what they want to say.
Dice, I'm leaving next week. I bought,
I have
I have
booked
book my flight.
my flight. Okay, very good. So since I am leaving next week, I have booked my flight. Yes, this is the information about the man. Yes, now the question that the girl is asking, Frank,
What time are you meeting Emily this evening?
okay, so Emily is the boss. Yes, and Pam is the girl. She asks, what time are you meeting Emily this evening? ¿Sí? ¿A qué hora vas a reunirte con Emily esta tarde? Yes. So this is something that these people have already decided. He's traveling. It's an arrangement he has already made. Yes. So he's meeting Emily this evening. It's something that he has previously arranged. Now let's analyze the other example. Rodrigo,
Dice, I'm flying
flying
on No, it's
15th
15th
July
July, 10 in the evening.
in the evening. Okay, very good. Now, in this idea, yes, this information this guy is giving the girl. Yes, he says, I am flying on 15th July at 10 in the evening. So he's giving an exact time when he's leaving. Yes, giving the specific time, the specific of the information. Yes. So when this happens, when these activities or these three activities have already been arranged, have already been decided. Yes, using the present continuous. I'm living. Yes. Are you meeting? I'm flying. Things that you have already arranged, that you have already organized, previously organized. Now, let's analyze the contrast with future we're going to. Yes? Okay, for future we're going to
This is the future, which we going to look at the project plan or point
join
joint ventures
between
between two companies. K K
J,
yeah J Lee
mhm,
E A
K,
K A E Lee
LTD, L, okay, LTD is the acronym of limited. Mhm, limited and
igual entonces
waistcoat, waistcoat,
G
G,
G M B A
H.
complete
Complete
the people
the memo
below
below.
use the correct form of the words in the bottom for put into the present continuous or the going to form.
Okay, or on the going to form. So here we have these ideas. The department meeting, yes, on this part. Then we have now, yes. Then we have next week, yes. So meaning something in the future. Okay? So sign a contract on 16th of the month. Yes, then develop new engine next year. Okay, using this information, yes, I want you to give me some ideas using the present continuous or the future going to. Okay? So what idea will you use in the first department meeting? Present continuous or future going to? ¿Cuál de las dos?
Present continuous.
Ok, ¿cómo quedaría para el...
¿Cómo?
You are included. Rodrigo is included and the teacher is included.
Meeting.
Okay, but person?
And we have a meeting in.
Okay. We are having.
We are having a meeting.
Okay, we are having a meeting.
In this day.
Okay, now.
In the afternoon. Now.
Okay, now, because you are using present continuous, yes? So we are having a meeting now. Yes? So two things, we are having a meeting now. Yes? So next week, Rodrigo. Travel.
Ya, pero igual
You decide. It's next week.
working.
I am working.
Next week.
Okay, I am working in the,
Yeah, I'm working. The Monday or.
okay, I am working next month. Okay. So I am working next week, but I am working next Monday. Yes? Okay. Sign a contract. You have on 26th of the month.
They will sign a contract,
Sign.
sign the contract on 16th of the month.
Okay. Repeat the idea.
On 16th,
Okay. Person.
we
We.
will see,
Remember, I didn't say to use will. I say to use present continuous or future going to.
sign
What is?
sign contract.
I am
on-
signing or I will just go to sign.
I will to sign.
No, eliminate will.
I will going.
No, we have a specific date, Frank. So this represents that you have already arranged. Yes, the idea, the activity. You have already fixed the idea. You have already organized the idea. That is to sign a contract because you have an established date. This date, yes, the month. I
On 16.
okay, but I or we.
We
We. So we
go.
we are
We are signing
signing
the contract
contract. Yes, Frank. We are signing a contract
on 16 of this month.
of the
The
month.
month.
Okay, good. So we are signing a contract on the 15th, the 16th of the month. Yes. So that means that is something that you have because you have a due date. Okay. Now, Rodrigo, the last one.
Next year. Next
Uh-huh.
year, just is next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Person.
Okay.
We. Present continuous or future be going to?
Future. We got.
Okay, future be going to. Okay, so then
We
are
we are be going.
no eliminating. Substitutes al be. So we are
We are strong.
going.
Okay. We are going to. Okay. We are going to.
To
To the develop new engine.
okay, excellent. So we say, we are going to develop a new engine. Yes, we have to plan. Yes, this is our plan because the period of time is longer. More than a month, more than 6 months, more than a year or a year. Yes, is a plan that you have for the future. Yes. So you are planning for the future. So you use going to for plans, for predictions. Yes, use present continuous and having you need and Friday. These are things that you have already arranged, that you have already decided. Okay, so let's analyze the last part of this example. Yes, here we have these workmates. They are working in a project, and the first thing that they have is decided is what they are going to do. Yes, so first of all is when you have already decided to do it. Yes, we are talking about a fixed plan. Yes, or a fixed date, or is something that you have already arranged, something that you have already decided. Yes. So these people says, okay, let's analyze the project in the computer. Yes. So look, in the computer it says, yes, we are having a meeting department next day at 7 o'clock. Yes. After that, yes, next week we are going to buy some materials. Okay. So we are going to, I have the plan. This is my working agenda. Yes, I will buy some materials. In future ideas in general terms. Okay, take a screenshot of this information. Yes, and try to remember the concepts. So please take the screenshot. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Ready, Rodrigo? Sí. Ok. ¿Quieren hacer un pequeño break de 15 minutos y luego continuamos?
Yes.
¿Sí? Bueno, son las 3 de la tarde, nos vemos 3:15, ¿vale?
Ok.
Para que se tomen un descansito y luego continuamos. Let me pause the recording so that we can now. Is